Who says you can't pour from an empty cup? You do it all the time. It's called overcommitment. You know what it's like to over accommodate everyone else's needs and under accommodate your needs. And you keep telling yourself, I'm going to do better. You tried to say no, but you feel obligated to say yes. Because if you don't do it, who else will? They're dependent on you, right? But what you really want is space. You want to feel free to do the things that bring you joy, to feel fulfilled and purposeful in your commitments. But guess what? You don't feel that way. You feel overwhelmed and your blood pressure is up and you are on the hamster wheel that you can't seem to get off. I'm Teresa Noye, your radical self-love coach, and I work with high-achieving professional women who typically put themselves last to love themselves now enough to put themselves first. And listen, how long are you going to keep telling yourself, I've got to be better. I've got to do better with my self-care? How long are you going to tell yourself that, sis? Like, when do you really take a look in the mirror and get real? So, here's the deal. I know how you feel. I know because I've been there. Not only have I been there, I have clients that have been there. I had one client who was so on edge with her job. I mean, she was getting all kinds of awards. She was taking care of her parents. She served on a board. She is active in her community, doing lots of community service. She was the auntie. She was the go-to person for everyone in the family. They called on her. How many is that? That's like 6 things now. I could probably keep going on and on and on about all the things that she did, and everyone loves her, loves her, loves her. But guess what? When she went on vacation, she had to sleep for 2 days before she can get back to herself. This is what happens. This is what we do as high achievers. It's not your fault. You know why it's not your fault? Because society has created a culture of self-neglect. Yeah, where women are expected to give and give and give and give without expecting anything in return. So we haven't given ourselves, well, first of all, we weren't given permission to express our emotional needs. And as a result, what? We don't think we can give ourselves permission to do that. And we feel guilty. But I want you to know it's a new day. And it's time to focus on you. You know why? This is why. Come here. I'm going to tell you why. Because your well-being matters. Your well-being matters. Period. And the most liberating thing that my mentor said to me once was, just because you can do something doesn't mean that you have to do it. Doesn't mean that you have to do it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, you're gifted. Yes, you're highly capable. You're brilliant. We know that. I mean, you got the receipts, right? But just because you can, do you really have to? Because when you keep taking everything on you, This is what happens. You rob other people of the opportunity to shine. You rob them of the opportunity to problem solve. You rob them of the opportunity to innovate, to figure it out, to discover the gifts and the talents and the abilities that they have. You're actually in their way. You're actually blocking their blessings, and you're blocking your blessings. And God is trying to do everything to get your attention. That's why you feel so misaligned in your body. That's why you feel tired. That's why you feel tired. That's why you're overwhelmed. That's why you're exhausted. That's why your health is compromised. Guess what? Those are cues. Those are cues. Cues from the divine. God is like, hello, you asking me help, help, help. He's like, I'm trying to get your attention. You're about to break down. Would you just listen? Listen. You are not in alignment. So follow the cues and give yourself permission to rest. Trust that it's going to be all right. You don't have to handle it. Okay? You'll get some more strategies on how to do this at my upcoming Why Not You masterclass. And this is for you, Miss High Achieving Woman, the go-getter who finds it hard to push pause. Make the choice to value your well-being as much as you value others and experience the change with us. Click the link in the comments. I'll see you there.